Wake up, it's Ligo time. Last time we did one of the hardest puzzles we've done so far, right? This one. I felt like it had some... let me get my whiteboard thing up. Here we go. I felt like it had some kind of red herrings in it a little bit. Like... I mean, I guess one red herring is that this space is even open, but I never really considered that for that long. Though, maybe a little bit when I was trying to figure out how to get stuff here. But then also, I don't think I really used the structure down here much at all. Like, could that have gone that way and not had this? I think so. And I guess they could have probably not have had this wall, although which one did I end up crushing it against? No, we didn't use a wall. So yeah, we went to there. So in fact, all of the walls could have been gone, I guess. So that feels a little bit red herring-y. Anyway, that is that. And we're moving on from it. Oh, and that finished off this area, didn't it? So that was, what did it say? Cured or something? Summer A. I believe it said cured. Did it used to say overworld? Has there been an update? It probably always said overworld. Right. How do I actually get out of here? Not this way, apparently. This way? They could do with some signposts or something. Say which way to go to get to the teleport. Oh wait, I can just... Oh, well, whatever. I'm there now. Okay. Right, so that was that. And we went there. And we did a bunch of stuff there, not all of it. We did get the star. We can get the star from there. Let's go to this one. What was purple? Oh, that's where the static friends are. I don't think I've ever done any of this though. No. And usually each area of this of each area within a season actually has different things going on. Like in this case, it seems that we have doubled up static friends. Now that doesn't actually change anything, right? If I were able to stand next to you facing right, I'd still join, I think. They're not just permanently static. I assume. Left alone. But maybe they are meant to be permanently static. We can't split them because the only thing we could split is a vertical thing. Can we... Where did they start? Yeah, they started there. Okay. What can I do then? I can push them. Goodbye. Oh, I can lift them up. That's probably what we're doing. Okay, let me understand. Okay, now what can I do? Guess I can go behind you. So if I were to climb up here, yes, I'd join. However, that's not what I want, right? Because it still doesn't let me squash you. I need to hold a block over you. Which... Ooh. Ooh. Can I, like, put the block on their head? Okay, let's go back to the other side of them. Let's nudge them off. Put the block on your head. Climb over. Not do that. What was I thinking? Oh, I was thinking of lifting you up. Let me draw. Where's my thing? There we go. I guess I was imagining like they would end up here with the block above them. That can't happen. Okay, so it's not that. How else can a thing end up above them? Let's imagine it's a block. It could be anything though. It could be them attached to a block. I can't split them. I can't wake them up without attaching to them, and attaching to them seems to be bad. So, hold on. What if it were... Oh, so those two, then me, then block, and then I move to the right. Yes, okay. That should work. Oh, but they can't float on the flowers, can they? No. So that doesn't work. Okay, what else? Me. Like, I can't get them to hold this, can I? No, they're not active until I awaken them, and I can't split up from them. Okay. So, wait, if they were above me... Sure, they could have the block on their head, but then it wouldn't be above the squid. So... Not that. Oh, 2 dudes are heavy enough to squash the squid. That's what I'm not thinking about. I was thinking the block had to be up there. Okay, so it's just like, it's basically this arrangement but flipped over. Okay, it is pretty simple. If I can make that happen. Which I should be able to. Yeah. Oh. Almost. I mean, that's lowered it down, which is like most of what I want to do. In fact, just, oh, in fact, yeah, that works. Sure. This one. Added weight. Okay, so there's 2 here, which can be pushed around, and we can go through that way, and they can go up, and you can go down and squish those, and you can't squish them because you're not enough. That's enough, but I can't get out of there. If these are underneath, does that change anything about? Did not mean to do that. I mean, no, it's just going to squish even more. So they can do that and climb on top. Okay, that solved itself, sure. I totally did not solve that myself. Okay. So I guess the trick was just trying to get on top of them. In fact, I want to go back in. That solved itself too much. Like, I wanted to be on top of them, which I could be. Yeah, this is a weird one. What even is the constraint here? Sure, then I just want to squash those. And the only difference is that I have to go around the side. Yeah, super weird puzzle. Okay, whatever. Felt like it didn't really have a puzzle to it. Threading through. Possibly like this is the needle. It needs to be threaded. Or thread something through this gap here. I'm going to split these probably. And we want to squish that dude, which means squishing downwards, which means 1, 2, 3. Well, why am I doing it like that? Yeah, so if we were 3 and we did that, we'd win. Okay, so become 3. Easy. There's a block down here. And yep, I guess we've got to split. Let's find out what the constraints are. Why is it difficult to split? Well, I can't do anything with you right now, so I can if I use the block to help. Right. Is it possible I could have gone over the top of you? I don't think so. Like, to the other side. Okay, so if those get cut off, then they go back to that state. So then the only thing I can do is join them at the top again. Except I could join them... I could do that. Interesting. Did not mean to do that. Should we just join to you? Can I just join to you? That? Sure. And then butt first. And then grab the thing. The thing's stuck in the corner, but I can change that. Okay, you go back there. That. You go there. Ligo here. Do that. Oh. Do that, but put that there so we can. Oh. Climb over the back, over the top of it. Climb up. Do this. Yay! Done. Up we go to this one. Harmony. Ooh. Okay, so one of them has upwards gravity, even though we don't have a gravity flipper in here. That is interesting. That is quite interesting. They're still splitters. Currently I'm just pushing them around. Clearly. So we have a way of splitting and becoming horizontal. And in theory we could connect to that one as well. Oh gosh. I went back further than I thought. So this is weird. I guess it just means I can push them around. I don't think I could ever well, no, there's potential ways I could separate them. Although, I think tricky to shift them either up or down. But basically I could separate them against this, like this, push the top one. Or I could separate them like here, push the top one, but I don't think I can do either of those. So I'm not sure I'm separating them. Although, so does that, if I were just 3, what would happen? If I were 3 here, well, I wouldn't be able to land on you. So I need to be 4, don't I? Wait, how does that work? In fact, I don't know how it works if you merge a gravity. In fact, surely it should happen there. Okay, so you can't merge an upside down one. So then I can't use you. Ah, but you could be just a thing to walk on. Yeah, okay. Okay. So the upside down one ends up being a thing to walk on here. So we get you there, get the other one there, the other 2 here, we merge, and then we move that way and squash. That feels like what we're doing. That requires going up here and pushing you that way, which means doing this. And somehow pushing you to the right. I don't want to merge horizontally. Well, I do later, but not now, I guess. Maybe I take them elsewhere first? I do need to separate those somehow. I can go over the top of them. Oh gosh, what just happened? Oh, okay, interesting. Well, I can't lift you up anymore, so... Oh gosh. You don't need to be lifted up. You just fly up. Okay, but then you're gone forever, and that is a problem, right? Sure, I can like... Oh. Right. I mean, there's loads of problems with that. Okay. So it's like, I want to go up, and then go up one more, but have those 2 join instead of these 2. That's interesting. How is that decided? How is it decided which takes priority here? Like, I could be joining to you, or I could be joining to you. Like that. I can lift you to different heights. Wait, so actually, that's a question. If I just bring you over here, and then nudge that one, they both move together. There's friction between them. Okay. Ah, don't want that. Wait, that's what I want. How did I get there without realizing it? Wait, all I have to do is push you over and push you up. I don't know why I didn't see that earlier. I totally knew that's where I was aiming, but for some reason I didn't see it. I just didn't think. I think I had I believed it was difficult to do that move somehow. I'm not sure how I thought that. Topping out. Okay, so do we want to nudge that off the wooden plank up there? Seems likely. Yeah, almost certainly right. So then we've got 2 dead ones. They're not dead. They're just sad. So we do something like that if we want to. Do we want to? So to nudge that thing, I need to be 4 tall, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Which, if I had a block on my head, would do it. That's totally what I want. Could I have done it from like around here somehow? Can I get... What's the idea? I could definitely... How did it start off like that? I could get this on your head. But then you're not alive and you won't be alive. Oh, I can get that on my head. Okay, that feels good. That feels very good. Ta-da! Neat. We got the star already. Cool. Oh, those do the same square particle formation thing. Okay, we've got the boss zone of spring. Huh, there's only 3 of each of these, whereas the first area, which was summer, had 4 in total, I think. I think I can get to this one down this way. That's also where our... Can I? Oh gosh. Can join to them. Long arm of the law. Or just a long arm. I guess this thing up here is my long arm. Can I split here? I can. Oh no. Too many options. I can't split the long arm though. The long arm is... Oh, does my arm want to be longer? Is that the goal here? Also, this is very communicative, isn't it? I think you and you are going in there. Would be my guess. Why exactly? So I can push you down. Well, the other option would be to squish you on something like that. I guess. If we were real long... Actually, yeah, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe that's to trap me in some way. So I can... No, I can't. Ah! I can live in here. I don't know, they might be going in there, they might not be going in there. I could squish them if they're in there. Okay, if we were 5 long, 1, 2, let's put it in the best place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could, in theory, nudge you onto there. In which case I'd just squish you there instead of in there, right? But if I fall, we have a problem. Also, if we're 5 long, I can't get through this gap anymore, which is interesting. That sure is interesting. Where do I want you to go? Also, why do we have a... It's not entirely symmetric. Why, wait, why are there flowers on the bottom here? Huh. What does that mean, even? What does that mean? The left side has the double flowers, the right side does not. Why would it ever be relevant? What do the flowers do? They hold something... They hold something living. Not squids, though, even though squids are living. Huh, that's weird. Maybe it's just... to be weird? Actually, I can't split myself in here and then get anywhere. Okay. So I'm not sure I can split myself into anything useful with that. So maybe those platforms are for splatting the squid on. Interesting. Except, could I use the long dude somehow? He's currently stuck on my head. Oh, I can shift you around. That's interesting. Can't push you up there. Okay. That's vaguely interesting. I can squish you like that. Do I want to? So I can use this somehow. Wait, oh, it's because you're getting friction with the wall. Okay, I understand. Okay, so I could do that for both of them if I want to. But then what? Because then I'm dead. Can I get you off my head? I can. I am not sure that's useful. What is useful? I don't think I figured out yet what the trick is here. I've not like seen the thing. Usually I see the thing. Maybe I shouldn't have shoved them there though. Maybe I should have shoved them into the middle. Or maybe I splat them on these wooden platforms. There seems to be lots of potential options. Can't go down there. I could do what? Interesting. Not interesting. What I was gonna say is I could like get rid of you. Can I get to the other side of you? No. Maybe if I get to the middle. Yeah, sure I can. With this. I can like lower you like that. Way down there. That doesn't feel good, does it? Can they die by being pushed off the world? Technically, you did not crush the squid. Technically. Have I seen that before? I don't think I've seen that before. What am I doing? I'm failing to see the thing. I saw that cup in the middle thinking, oh, that's where they're going to get squished. But I no longer feel that strongly about that anymore, I guess. Can I push them that direction? Let's just give it a go and see what happens. Yes? A bit. A bit. A tiny bit. Not any further than that though, really. If you drop down there, you're just stuck. I could drop down there, and then I'm just stuck. Is it possible that I'm going in there and doing something with that somehow? We can't split the dude. Huh. Is this weird that there even is that little cup? It's gotta exist for a reason, right? Otherwise this would just be a solid 3x3 thing. It is also interesting that those wooden platforms catch these when doing that kind of fall. Does that change anything about what happens if I split here? I guess I can't split there if I'm doing that. Okay. I don't really see where we're going. Oh, hold on. So yes, as I know, I can, oh gosh, I can push that in that way. And then I can also drop this down and walk along you and do that. That's interesting. That's very interesting. That's the whole thing, isn't it? Okay. So just repeat that thing on the side. Okay. Still don't understand the cup shape. I guess it does just want me to end in that space. Sure. Okay. That's just for me. Do that. Move you this way. I don't get why it's doubled up on the left. I guess just for visual variety or whatever. There's that. Do this. Push this down. Drop down. Push you there. Get this back. Up here. Get underneath this because it wants me to end like this. Sure. Okay, we finally got there. Pretty tricky. What's that mean? I do feel like I get through quite a lot of puzzles in this game. Like, even though there's tricky ones, I never feel like I'm like not making much progress. Even last time when we had quite a difficult puzzle, it took me a while. So that's all upside down. How do I go upside down in this world? I don't? It's pretty weird, huh? Can't go across there without a block, I don't think, unless I can drop down that side, which I cannot. Did we get a block somewhere? We probably did. Or did we just get our friends? Maybe we just got our friends. I guess they're a kind of block. They're a kind of 2 blocks, really. Can I squeeze down this way? Not like that, like this. Doesn't help me get over there. So they could split. Oh gosh. Back down this way. Split here. Oh. Oh. Okay. Not sure that's what I wanted. Can't leave that way though. I'm not sure what this little box is for. This one. Could also do that, and then just go. It doesn't help to just go down by myself. What if we do this? Why? And then also push you that way. And then also this. Oh. Not what I meant. They won't join to each other anyway, will they? Not what I meant. Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? If I do this, they don't join. No. And they don't join. Ah. I could drop down next to them here. Ah, just in the back there again. I could... Can I land on top of them. Ah, I'm going to be facing left. Why? I don't know. Because I guess ultimately I want to walk in here by myself. Like just one of me. Or we go over the top somehow. Which could be... no, okay. So for I think I just want one of them down here, and I don't join to it somehow. Yeah, which is why I was trying to get these two connected like this. I swear that's what I was trying to do. I'm not just making that up now. That is what I was trying to do, okay? Okay. But I can't connect those like that. Wait, but they started out like that. Maybe I just have to ship them all the way down like that without connecting to them. That would be wild. That would be pretty wild. But maybe. Yeah, maybe. Seems like an interesting little puzzle to do. Oh. But they're not going to stay connected to each other, are they? Because of this little bit. I could go... Oh, I can't go anywhere right now. Rip. I can become one with you. Am I overcomplicating this? Probably. Okay, now you two are there, but I can't push you further than that. That's the problem. That is the problem. How would I deal with that? Unless I like lift them up on my head or something? Let's go back to where we were. Is there a place where... Ooh, yeah, sure, like here. Okay. Oh. Oh. Could you go through? Go there. Ah. Nope. Oh, unless I can get all the way over the top of this, which I can. I don't know if that's what I want to do, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay. How does this help me? You're just going to end up there again. No. Okay, let's not do that. Back to when you're on my head. And get you on either side of my head. Whichever I prefer. I can push you over. I can push you over this way. But again, you'll end up there. Is there any way I can push you that direction without you just ending up in the same place you keep ending up? Wah. If I could end up with you on my head down here, that would be cool. But then I just walk through and you'd be on my head. And then I'd find somewhere to knock you off. Maybe, if that's even possible. I don't know if it is. Just even getting through to the next area is difficult. There's not a block in the world, is there, I can use? I don't see any other way through this space. Let's look for a block, just in case. Or maybe there's another set of static creatures or something. How on earth do I go up there? Like, what? What are you saying? Even if I were 3 tall, we'd be nowhere near that. Are you suggesting there's some way to flip? I can't... Have I tried going through a portal after flipping? Have I tried that? If I did do that, wouldn't I end up in that hole up there? Or maybe the top of this is solid. I guess we could try and do it. So is it winter where the flipping is? Oh, I remember thinking about it. Yeah, and then being like, well, there's no way to get into this upside down. Maybe then like a different one there is? I guess we're going to leave that secret for later. There's going to be some clever way to do it, and I just haven't figured it out yet. And yeah, next time, I guess we'll just work on another area. I mean, we could see if we could flip. I mean, why don't we go here to see if we can at least do some puzzles, and then maybe we can also flip upside down there and teleport back. All right, we'll try that next time. Goodbye.